get a little more. Let me get a little more, man. I just start swinging the elbows, man. Just start swinging the elbows. I just need a little more, baby. I think we're good. You want to hit a call? I think we're good. Let's get a call. Yeah, there you go. Alright, what's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of Talking That Talk official podcast. I go by the name of King Exodus, aka X.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Juice, aka No Ordinary Brother, aka A Rising Pharaoh, aka Mr. Books. And tonight's topic is going to be called sizing up an individual, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why I want to bring some light on this subject is I feel people are naive to how people interact with each other, right? When I say sizing someone up, as men, we naturally size each other up, right? So let's say if I see another man, right? I might look at him and be like, okay, what has he got on me as of right now, right? We size each other up by height, fitness, girls, networking, class, style, all that. And when it comes to sizing the individual up, it's basically trying to see, you know, what's the advantage we have over that person? You know, where do we fit in if we was to interact, right? You could be in two different classes and still have respect for each other, as long as there's something there that's mutual, that's agreeable, right? Like when you see people that are rich and they'll still hang with people who are not as rich as them, is there still a respect, whether it's business or acquaintance or something within that field that gets them together to be able to work with each other. Now, when it comes to relationships, I also talk about how individuals will size each other up, right? I made a post yesterday on my Instagram, you know? It was funny. I put on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and my homeboy hit me up, right? He was like, yeah, man, I'm talking to this chick, right? And her baby daddy was a bum. And, you know, I said, hold on, man. Her baby daddy was a bum? He was like, yeah, man, he was a bum. I said, bro, I don't fuck with chicks that fuck bums. He asked me why. I said, bro, when a person tells me they fuck with a bum, I picture like the people who be standing on the streets, collecting change all day, coming home having sex with them.
Come on, man.
Hey, you know, hey, look, man.
Boy, let me get a spare change.
Let me spare change. Let me get a little spare that pussy.
Come on, man.
Yo, bro, but like, yo, it really bothers me because then, you know how they say like, if he cheat, he'll cheat again. I be thinking in my head, yo, if she fuck with a bum, she'll fuck with a bum again, because he might have been burned. You know, there's different types of bum. You got the financial bum, you got the good-looking dressing bum. You know, I just feel like whatever type of bum she mess with, she gonna continue to mess with, and I like to avoid that. I have a real phobia of it. I feel like,
you don't think she can change?
I think she can change, man. She probably can change, man, but it really fucks with me. Like, you can't imagine, because he told me the girl was named like Kiki, and I said, bro, you know what your introduction to me to this woman is? He said, what? I said, okay, let's start like this. Women have sex with who they want. Men can only have sex with who they can with. So her introduction to me is, my name is Kiki, and I wanted to fuck a bum. So in my mind, it's not going to be programmed out so easily, because now it's in my brain like, damn, bro. And that's what the people don't like when Kevin Samuels says, but that's true. If I size up your baby daddy, which men who take any woman serious and he's taking on a child, he's going to size up the father, right? Shout out to people like one of my family members, right? Size up the baby daddy, let him know, hey, look, don't come around here no more. Everything from this point on is going to be taken care of on my half. I'm going to show your kids what it's like to have a real man. And I was like, no, that's some powerful shit. But then you have some men that look at that situation and be disgusted, like, damn, I gotta take care of this shit? Nah, that's cool, I'm good. So that's when I had to bring up the subject of sizing an individual up, right? Like I said, I didn't see how it is from men, sizing another man up if you want to interact with the baby mama anymore. And I didn't see chicks size a man up just by materialistic things, not necessarily no even intellect. They'll actually like, you know, what is your accomplishment? What kind of car you drive? This is true. Chicks will even ask you like, what kind of bitches you fuck? Because if she feel like she's prettier than the last couple girls you didn't have sex with, she ain't gonna talk to you. So it's crazy like that on that end. But what you got on the subject, brother? Like, sizing the individual up, man. Like, give me your thoughts, man. Give me your thoughts. If that hit, am I telling the truth? Am I being wrong? Like, as men, like I said, we'll naturally size each other up.
All right.
Go ahead.
Men do size each other up, no doubt. Like you say, whether it's based on like, you know what I'm saying, your body build, how much money you got, whatever the case is. But going back to the comments about fucking with a female that fucks with bums, I give at least every female at least one pass.
One pass?
To raise a bum.
To raise a bum?
Yeah, at least one pass. Maybe in their early 20s.
Early 20s?
They might come across at least one bum that they be like, but he had potential.
He's a potential bum.
No, he's a bum now. But maybe they, you know what I'm saying? It's some chicks out there that take a man in with no job, do his job application for him. Let them
resumes. Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see all that. I seen that. Hey, shout out to the women that do that, man.
Let Jody drive her car.
Jody?
Jody? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, them situations work out. Sometimes they make it work. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the dude eventually gets to a solid place. But there are those experiences where females, you know what I'm saying, go through those situations and they don't come out successful. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like what they say, fool me once. Shame on you, fool me twice. Some shit, you gonna fool me again? Some shit.
I don't know, J. Cole said load the top of them.
Right. But anyway, if you do it more than once, okay, now you got an attraction to bums because you like being a nurturer and you like being in control so much that you will settle for a weaker man.
Okay.
In that essence. And that's what I think. Some women be like, well, you know, I always attract these kind of guys and I don't know what it is. That's what you like.
That's what you like.
If you had a man that came on a higher level economically and was more aggressive in a sense of manhood, a lot of women just don't know how to deal with it. They just rather run back to the bum guy that just say, yeah, baby, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because she the one that's paying the bills or she the one that's pulling more of the load. But those are my thoughts on that. And shit, you are what you sleep with. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just you are what you attract. You are what you sleep with.
Oh, okay.
So if you sleeping with a bum, you're not gonna really get that much ambitions from that sexual act. You're not gonna have a zeal to get more in life if you fucking with somebody that's complacent. So that's why the number one rule with your sexual energy is to engage in sexual activity with people who are already on the level that you desire to be on, or y'all on the same current level, but y'all have the similar ambitions to excel higher. That way that sex is going to bring you something back, more than just a nut. You know what I'm saying? So you got people that fuck for nuts and you got people that fuck for bucks. Not literally. Not literal bucks. I'm not talking about prostitution, but they fucking, you know what I'm saying, with the intent of gaining something out of that sexual act. So those my thoughts on, you know, females fucking with bums. And some dudes will fuck with bum chicks because, in the same sense, they want that power, they want that control. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to control a woman that you already know you make more than, and you bring it more to the table. So
they're leveraging the situation? Is that what you're saying?
It's leverage.
It's leverage? I mean, look, man.
So everybody don't fuck with bums just because they want to be, you know what I'm saying? It's still toxic, but everybody, you know what I'm saying? People still got their reasons. Would I do it? No. Nah. I'm trying to go to the top.
Man, look, man. I just can't do it, man. Look, something about having sex with a chick who, somebody having sex with a chick that had sex with a bum. I just can't do it, man. I think I'll catch like bum-itis, bro. Like I'll be less ambitious. I'll fall below average. I'll be inconsistent. I'll be less disciplined. Yeah. I was just like, I just can't do it, man. You know, and somebody asked me too. They're like, well, if she never told you she had sex with a bum, I'm like, how would you know? I was like, because any woman I get involved with seriously, I always ask to meet their ex-boyfriend.
That's new to me. I've never heard that.
What? Shit.
Meet the ex-boyfriend?
Yeah, meet the ex-boyfriend. You need, especially if they have kids, you should want to definitely meet the baby daddy or the ex-person they've been in a relationship with. You need to be able to get all the information from both sides. I mean, like they said, everybody like operates different. Because like I said, sizing up, that was just on a sexual level. Like I said, I know fighters, they ain't got money, they ain't got the intelligence, but if you can't beat my ass, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. So it's always things like that people put in rotation as, you know, where can I find my upscale on, you know, sizing up an individual. And there's always individuals that are so balanced that you can't size up. You know what I'm saying? I met probably like in person wise 5 or 6 individuals, and that you just can't size up. You know, they got the status, the network, the income, they dress well, like they're fit in shape. It's like, damn, you know, if a man wanted to size them up, like the last person I said, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna throw it out there, was Mr. C. Chambers. Only reason I see that dude ever get sized up is because of his height. And he still ends up beating up people 6 foot and above. So it's funny and hilarious that even the well-balanced people will get sized up because people want to use what they have to their advantage. Like I said, height was only in that battle, but intelligence, accolades, social platform, networking, like fitness. Like I said, bro, it's just one well-balanced man.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right, so I know you don't deal with lesser women, so I'm not gonna ask you that. I ain't gonna disrespect you.
Man, I tried.
I ain't gonna disrespect.
I ain't gonna lie. I tried to deal with.
We ain't gonna entertain.
I tried to, man.
If you're dealing with a woman that exceeds your income, right? She makes more money.
Okay.
What can you bring to the table that could be of benefit to that relationship?
If she exceeds me in everything on the table,
As far as
economics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy, man. I'm
What can you
always
bring to the table?
I always been a person who's worked on himself. There's no point in time where you don't see me learning that skill. Where even if I'm not making it on an employment status, I always have something on the side that gains me more income. I'm always expanding my network. You gotta remember, at a young age, I was always dating older women. To my mind, it was just like I don't know. I'm a competitive person. So it was like I'm competing with somebody at a higher level, and I'm at a younger age. So the only way I can maintain that attention is give them exactly what they asked for, or I can learn how to catch up to that level by watching them maneuver and also get around people who are better than me. That's why when I size up individuals, it's either I feel as if like I said, I can feel like you're inferior to me, or I can feel like you're better than me, and that will make me want to learn from you.
Because you live with a woman that makes more money than you.
Because I live with a woman that makes more money than me?
Yeah.
I never lived with a woman.
Could you live with a woman that make more money?
I think I live with a woman that make more money. Yeah, it would make me feel inferior.
Okay,
You know, it's a difference.
These are good questions.
These are good questions because look, some men get in those situations and be like, man, I got it made.
Yeah.
He kicked up his feet. He done made it. She made more money. Shit, you know, it is what it is.
Right.
But it's men that be in those situations like, okay, she made more money than me right now, but I still got to go up there and get to the top, or at least reach my potential that I can get to. Like I said, it's comfortability. I'm not comfortable at all.
I got another one.
Yeah, another one. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Same scenario. If she was giving you game economically to how you could bring in more money to the table, and
right.
she already make more money than you,
okay.
and y'all live together,
and we live together,
could you accept her being that teacher at the moment?
Can I accept a woman teaching me? Hell yeah.
She already make more, and she tell me.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Any woman who ever has taught me anything or corrected me in grammar or anything like that, I got turned on. I feel like that's sexy than a motherfucker. That's why, like, most women I ever talked to on a serious level was always on a professional note. Like, they've been educated. They was always in college or something. And it's crazy because I only went to college for like a semester, and they be like, there's no way you went to college for a semester. I was like, bro, I'm constantly reading and learning. I'm lectures, seminars, podcasts, whatever you want to do. So even though I didn't have the education as them, they never felt as if I was inferior unless they wanted to leverage education.
Just say, oh, I got a degree.
Just to say I got a degree.
Yeah, of course.
But anything else, nah, I'm right there. You remember, school makes you a specialist. You're going for a general, or you're going for a specific field that you're specified in. I have made myself a generalist, meaning I know a lot of a little, and you only know a lot, and you know a lot of something specific. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. Fair. So if I'm a well-rounded and you're still in one area, I can still outdo you if I perform at the level I need to, and you can still outperform me, because all you doing is sticking to your specific niche. Not get too much game on this motherfucker, man.
Hey, don't break the mic,
Man, yeah, my fault. We got wait.
But yeah, you know, I ask those questions, man, because you got different kind of men out there. Some men will be complacent dealing with a woman and make more, and some men will actually get out there and hustle. But then some men start feeling like they're in a competition with their woman, and that's not what you want to do in a relationship. Since y'all not each other's competition, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are each other's balance, motivation. You know what I'm saying? So those was important questions to me, because a lot of men want to be so dominant that their ego stunts their growth, you know? So you got to throw your ego out, you know what I'm saying? Be able to learn from the smartest places. Like, if we just talking about a female fucking bomb dudes, okay, if you get into some rich wop, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be the best situation? Because now if you really want to grow economically, you getting the sexual energy and you can get the intellectual shit at the same time.
Right.
So now you really can manifest something. Now I'm not saying go out here and use women. That's not what I'm saying. I flipped it because we always talk about men having more economically and men always being a teacher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
no, like I said, a woman you can learn from, that's powerful. That's sexy as shit to me. Like I said, I was one of those dudes. Let me refer back. One of them dudes. I had an older woman. She was 30 years old. I was like 20. I was in college at like 22, 23 at the time. And she was showing me how to specifically do a resume for. And that was when I was going to TC, and I was looking to go to TJC and go to another program. I trusted this woman so much. Like, I gave her all my information. She completed it out for me. So all I needed to do was just go there. And that was just as simple as that. Like I said, she's already been graduated. She had several degrees at that point in time, and I was able to network with. She introduced me to her cousin, which we still have a good relationship. You know, me and this woman fell out, and just it's crazy how these networkings can go as long as you keep things on a respected and grounded level. I never wanted to disrespect anybody who would help get me to a better place in my life. I don't know why people do it. So let's go ahead and switch up the sizing up tactics, right? So I feel like when we talked about the bump sex, I can go ahead and mention another subject, right? Remember, okay, so if a chick feels like, okay, she's going through scenarios, she has a lot of money, or her job's not paying, or she's not in a position to employed, why is it that wherever man she's having sex with, she feels entitled that he must help her out get to the next stage and level, when specifically he might just be there for sex?
well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because in a certain sense, you're supposed to turn towards your mate for a certain kind of balance and motivation.
Mate,
But at the same time,
I'm just fucking, man.
But now if you just fucking, there are no obligations on the table. The table is empty.
Bro,
the table is empty.
Okay, but at
If
the
you're
same
just
time,
fucking.
but at the same time,
And some people are like, well,
bro, same time, women will say whoever they're having sex with, they should be able to go to, and I'd be like, bro, that's so true.
All right, so look, this is my problem with that, and I call it bullshit.
Go ahead.
That depends on the woman.
Okay.
And her intent as to why she's fucking. Like, you can't just fuck somebody and then when you want them to play a different role, you can just press a button and then they switch. Like, the shit don't work like that. If you fucking this person with an intent of more than, you know what I'm saying, just having it sexual, then that's cool. But you can't get into situations with people that you only fuck with them just for sex and then you expect them to bring more. Like, either they don't have the capability to do so, or if they did have the capability to do so, why did you even choose to just have a just sex relationship with them in the first place? Now you got your cake, your ice cream, your spoon, you know what I'm saying, all that shit.
Scoop.
No, fuck that. No. Well, all that shit, if you want that from a person, you start off that way with a person. That's how that goes. Or unless y'all just grow together and just switch up the whole shit. But if you want that from somebody, that's what you got to bring to the table in the beginning. Okay. So ain't no, we just fucking and then all of a sudden just because you fucking, ain't no.
Okay. So we got to hit different
just
areas.
like some females be like, well, she giving up the poom poom. Hey, she getting the, you know what I'm saying?
Give it up the booty. Okay. All right. So let's switch it up right now, bro. Let's hit different subjects, right? Mm-hmm. Have you ever been sized up by an individual? Like let's. I'm gonna hit multiple levels. It could be female or male. I'll go first. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I went to go see my daughter on Halloween. I was braiding her a costume, right? And I walk in. I see her. Hey, baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Give her a hug. Give her a gift. And her mother walks in with her boyfriend. And I can tell like the atmosphere like completely just
it's like the Wild Wild West.
It's just like everything went like silent, right? And I could see by the body language from him, her, and everybody in the house, because we was at her mother's house at the time. Like nobody knew what to say. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go wash my hands and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give them time, figure out what's going out. So when I came out, she informed me. She was like, "Hey, my boyfriend thinks it's rude that I didn't introduce you to him." I said, "Hey, look, don't worry about it. I'm gonna go introduce myself." So I walk up to the brother. He's about 6'2", 6'3", 240. You know what I'm saying? I'm only 5'10" and healthy.
5'10" and healthy.
5'10" and healthy. He's like 6'2", 6'3", 240. Nah, he was a fat guy. He probably 300. So anyway, I said, "What's going on, brother? My name is Jonathan." You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything that you're doing, and you know what I'm saying, you talking to so and so, and I'm throwing out like a respect. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, you know, I respect what you're doing, and I heard good things about you. And this motherfucker's response was, "Oh, don't worry about it. Money long." I said, did this nigga just try to size me up on money?
Wow, so that's when you slept,
bro. He tried to size me up on money, right? This nigga's about 10 to 12 years older than me. The only thing went through my mind is, if you've been on Earth longer than me, you should have more money than me.
Not just that.
Hold on. Let me finish. But during that time period, it was family all around. So I kind of like, that really happened. And I kind of walked off, right? I get in my car. I get in my car, you know what I'm saying? But I found out later on, this dude keeps talking about me the whole time, right? See, the difference is that was a failed attempt when sizing me up on finances, when the mother of my child never speaks about me ill. You know, every time they meet somebody's baby daddy, what do they always say? Oh, he don't really do much. It's rare that I ever met a single parent mom who talks highly of her baby daddy or father of her kids. That's for me. That's my personal experience. So in every situation she ever been in dating somebody and I actually came across to pick up my daughter, they always hated me. They was like, man, why is he here? This and that. I think you still in love with him. I was like, yo, I come through, you're my daughter. I speak to everybody and I'll be out the door. But see, that's what I said, when you size somebody up, if somebody already knows you're weak in the area, they already can one up on you on any given day and time. I don't leave that a time and a chance for somebody to one up on me, because I make sure as a man I don't leave myself on the table to be cleaned up on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I said. Have you ever been sized up to a level by somebody, whether they failed at it or they're successful at it?
Well, back in that scenario, man, like if a man gets sized up by another man, and the first thing you resort to is your money, do I have to say more? Either you really don't have the money, or you so weak of a person that you have to hurry up and find a necessity to get to one of your strengths. Mm-hmm. Like your strengths speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like a person don't gotta walk in a room and say, "Oh, that's the realest nigga in the room," or "That nigga looks serious," or "That nigga look like he can do this." Why? Because that energy speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. A person could just look at you and be like, you know, homie might be solid, or I'm not gonna try that with that person. Mm-hmm. And then some people could look at you and be like, oh yeah, it's fucking cotton soft. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. Like you don't have to, your reputation, your name, your energy, your vibe, it speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta jump to your money, especially if you really got money.
You're right.
You don't gotta jump to the shit that you really got, because that's the kind of shit you don't. People can just tell. They can look at you, size you up, and be like, okay, I see money on him. You know what I'm saying? So going back to the sizing up though, like I want to talk about in a feminine aspect. Like I've been sized up by females, and some were right, some were actually wrong. And
Let's go.
some women size men up. I think sometimes women can take conversation in positive and negative ways. Some men, well, for a man to speak outside the box on certain topics, automatically, based on society's standards and guidelines, some people may frown negative upon those conversations. Men do it to women at the same time. If they come across a woman that's like, hey, you know, I don't look at marriage in a typical sense, or I don't look at a relationship in a typical sense, or just because I'm a woman don't mean that I gotta like just fully submit. I can have power too. Some dudes size them up, be like, oh, she on some bullshit, on to the next one, she's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think those are the kind of situations that I dealt with the most in sizing up, is having simple conversations with people, and just because they don't take the time to actually like study the conversation, they take the shit left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So those are situations I can bring up. Physically, man to man shit, like I had situations like that, and I mean, there's really no like funny stories behind that shit, like, you know, as far as me being sized up by men. But I say the funniest thing is like I say.
What was the most thing you get sized up by men?
My bill. Most dudes see my bill and later, like, we could be chilling, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We could probably got cool later, and then they may be like later on, like when I first met you, man, you know what I'm saying? I seen your bill or whatever. And some people, to be honest, they might be like, shit, I thought, you know, shit, if I get into some shit with this dude, he might hit me hard or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the kind of, you know what I'm saying, reactions I got from that. Like,
yeah. I mean, shit. Like I said, it's always different. Like, for me, I had one nigga. You know what's funny, bro? You get sized up quicker by your lifestyle than anything. Just your appearance, clothes.
people look at you and they see money.
They see money. That's what I said.
They'll let you get out of something nice, and they like, oh shit. He got the whip and the look. God damn it.
Yeah, damn it. I'm sucking some dick tonight.
713.
Yo, man. And it's like, because I've never been a person that's too, I always say I want the luxury and the freedom, but actually like buying luxury stuff, I really don't do that too much. I'm a watch person that I just started getting back into watches, but like clothes and stuff like that, it was never me, because I remember I had to embarrass somebody one time, and it was one of them things, you know, big bank take little bank. So because I dressed in a very simple and plain fashion, and this person had on designer, it was just like, all right, cool, bro, let's see who got the thicker bankroll right now in front of everybody. So we let the money talk. I won that. But I was getting sized up based on what I had. Like I was like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like people get fooled by the smallest things so much. They don't really know what a person possesses. That's why even a man can, like you said, misjudge another man based off appearance and not really know anything.
Wow. Man, to zone in on that, it's negative size to sizing people up and thinking you're actually 100% accurate all the time. Because you could be wrong. You know what I'm saying?
You can definitely be wrong when you size somebody up.
And it happens all the time because some people understand the power of controlling their image so great that they become experts at it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I watched this show called Lupin on Netflix. Lupin, some shit like that. Yeah,
the thief.
The thief, yeah. And that's what made him such a great thief, is because first off, he knew the power of, you know, creating his own image. Mm-hmm. So whatever image he created, he got into character, he sold that role, and then he accomplished his goal, whatever he was trying to steal. So in sizing people up, you got to be ready to accept the fact that you can be right or you can be, you know what I'm saying, incorrect. Mm-hmm. And if you are incorrect, do you humble out, you know what I'm saying, and admit like to yourself you was wrong about the person? Or do you just keep the perception of the person and just wait for them to fit into that category? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, females do it a lot with their female friends. Mm-hmm. They could think maybe the dude they dating is just, you know, a fuck boy, or he's negative, or he's this, or he's that, or he's gonna hit you, promise. I just wait and see. And you just constantly waiting, you know what I'm saying, for somebody to fuck up. But what if they never fuck up? What if they actually excel and succeed? Do you then take that L and be like, some people with the sizing up shit, whether it's age or experience, Some people think they know everything about people, that they just 100% right every time they read somebody.
Right.
Some people think that if they seen you in action a couple of times or just can look at you, they already know the person before they actually got to experience the person. And that's another thing with images. Images fall off real quick when pressed.
Yes.
When you pressed and you get into those intense situations where shit get real, that's when you see the character of the person. Not when everything's going good where they can easily just jump in the suit, you know what I'm saying, and put on some fake clothes and shit. You have to see people in intense moments to understand their character. But if you think you're always right just because you size people up, you're going to fall shots a couple of times. It's a lot of people that got into fights, and coming from a background in boxing, the biggest thing they teach you is never underestimate your opponent. A lot of people lost fights because they underestimated their opponent before they got into the ring. And they ended up on their back, you know what I'm saying, or hanging outside the ropes or some shit. So, that's it. That's it.
I really should definitely hit that aspect right there. So I also say when it comes to sizing up, people gotta understand even the class you represent, you can always be wrong about that. I done met people in higher, social classes who are fucking idiots, but because they have, what I'm saying, the economics behind them, they feel they're superior to everybody else, and that'll hurt you in the long run if you don't know the people you're getting involved with, right? A person. That's why there was this thing I read not too long ago, right? It said a man walked in to a convenience store. He had paint on his pants. You can definitely tell he just got done working. The young lady comes in, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? What's your number?" She was disgusted. She's like, "Hey, he got paint on his pants and forces and stuff," and she basically turned him down, right? Another man comes in presentable, nice suit. She basically dropped her handkerchief, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known that she's choosing. So the crazy part about that is during this story, she ends up meeting both men again. The man that was in the suit worked for the man that came in with paint on his pants. That was his accountant, and he was working on the houses that he was buying through real estate. So, like I said, you can always size up a person incorrect. She thought she had the boss, but the boss was really one that was working. Like I said, bosses will work on projects to save money themselves. Get out there in the field. That's how you motivate your team. Like, man, the dude owns the company. He's out here with us. Shit, let's get to it.
I guess.
And people don't understand that.
I got something else on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of my favorite books, I'm not going to tell y'all the title. Y'all got to buy the name of the book from me. Then you go read the book.
$5.
That's going to work. Give me $5 and then I'll tell you the name of the book.
Give me 10. I need 5.
All right, we got to renegotiate. Hey, but look, so in the book, it was a guy that they thought was homeless. The only thing he had of value on his body was a rollie. You know what I'm saying? So they met a homeless guy with a rollie on his wrist. And this guy just has such a positive vibe about him. He started naming out a lot of things that, alluded to the fact that he was intelligent. So it kind of threw him off. So you had two people, and they meet this homeless guy with a rollie on his wrist, who he's talking a lot of good shit. He's working out in front of them, and he's promising them, hey, look, after a great conversation, he said, look, I'm gonna fly y'all out to my island. I got my own island, and we can, I can show you these steps of riches, you know what I'm saying? And so they like, man, I don't know, dude look homeless, I'm not trusting this shit. And then one person was like, they listened to everything he said, and they decided to take a risk. So they trusted this strange, homeless looking guy with a rollie on his wrist. And come to find out, the man was a billionaire. But he said, going back to dressing like a bum and hiding his status, it added to his discipline and his humility as a person. So long story short, because they decided to look past sizing him up physically and listen to the words that came out of his mouth, they drew to his energy so much that they took a chance, and come to find out the man was a billionaire, and then he taught them how to become millionaires. But they first had to look past just sizing them up physically. And that's the whole moral to that story. Like I say, I ain't gonna get a name to the book. You gotta buy that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy that.
You gotta buy that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what book that is yet. I might have to buy
I'll tell you about it for free.
Yeah, I give it to you for free. That better be free. But man, that is really real. You gotta look past the physical apparel.
I'm trying to see. Man, sometimes this is what I'm finna go Godfather on y'all. Alright? I ain't got no Red Bull. Godfather.
Who's Godfather, man?
Samuels, man.
Oh, okay. We gotta make sure, man. Go ahead.
So, like, we was talking about baby daddies a lot, and we can say baby mamas. A lot of times, man, if you never really experience the greater things in relationships, it's kind of hard for you to press other people in your current relationships to give you that if you never experienced it. So it's kind of like you pressing people to give you things that you don't even know what it feel like or what it look like because you never had it. Some people don't appreciate the people that they have because they have perfection in their brain, the image of what they want. But they get somebody that can be the best thing they ever had at that particular moment, but they can't see it because they're not seeing them as that, because they trying to feel a feeling or get some kind of visual that they never seen or never felt. So that goes back to sizing people up and being wrong sometimes. There's some people that can be like, oh, the person had potential. They could have had potential. And they could also not use it. You really wouldn't know. But then there's some people that don't see the potential in people, and those people end up rising to superstardom. Tupac even did an interview. He was like, look, before I became Tupac, the rapper, I was in the clubs, I was in the parties. Chicks wasn't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? They said I was too skinny, I was too something, I was too that. He said the minute I became Tupac the rapper, they was just like, he's just all these things.
Startled. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Dave East, you know what I'm saying? Handsome, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I was broke, none of these bitches was calling me handsome. It's the same scenarios. People don't see potential in the right people, and then some people see potential in people, but those people never reach their potential. So it's kind of like, you just gotta be careful on how you size people up.
Sizing people up, man.
Don't just look at their potential. Look at the work that they put towards their potential.
Right.
Maybe that could help you out.
Yeah, I mean, one thing you want to learn is if you really want to know somebody has potential, you'll know if they crave discipline.
He got that ambitions, baby.
And like
look in his
discipline,
eyes.
like discipline
One
is
day
everything.
Flipping burgers, next week it's the fries.
Yeah. I mean, like, people don't understand that. Even myself, I've been going through a lot of changes since I did my my detox, and I've been craving discipline like crazy lately. Today was probably the most time I ever ate in a day. I ate 3 times today. Other than that, other than that, like, it's more like physical discipline. Like, I know exactly what I need to do in order to get it done. People always say, like, you know, what do I do when I run out of motivation? Well, stick to your disciplines. You'll still get there. If you still have a set schedule, you're not gonna fall the fuck off. If you have to always have somebody say, hey, you can get there, brother, sister, then you might not ever get there because you have to have an outside influence. But if you stick to the A through Z script, you'll get there. That's why I finally got to a point. I understand why people be feeling disrespected when they hit top tier levels. Let's be honest. The only reasons they get to this level beyond you is they outwork you. That's it. They got more hours in. That's it. Like, y'all be disrespecting people's oh, you lucky. No. Because like, I'm getting to a point where I said, like, I run into people who are like, man, you know, you got a podcast. I'm like, bro, no. We ain't even blown up, bro. This is really discipline. Like 2 times a week, and we'll probably move up to 3 times a week. Like, this is discipline. Every days I don't even want to fucking shoot, but I still do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta crave discipline. That's the only way you're gonna get anywhere in this life. That's why I finally started understanding it's just disrespectful to call a man lucky if you haven't seen the hours they put in behind it.
Wow. Practice. Goddamn practice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean that's cool. I ain't got nothing else on that.
I ain't got nothing else,
Sizing
man.
people up. Right, wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to hear the times y'all sized somebody up and was wrong, and when somebody sized you up and they may have been wrong or right. Because, like I said, Kevin Samuels is very brutally honest. And I be telling people, a lot of things he says is what a lot of other men think, just that other men won't say it. For like I said, that's why for me, like if I go with a chick that fucked the bum, I just can't do it. Like I said, I feel like I catch bum-itis. I gotta avoid that. You know?
Rich wop only.
Man.
Hustle wop.
House of Wop. What?
Hustle wop.
Oh, Hustle Wop,
Yeah,
man.
hustle wop.
Intelligent Wop. That's just, yeah, give me.
Brain wop.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah.
Go ahead, man. You sound like you want to close it out.
Yeah, man. I gotta tell them, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That's Talking That Talk Official Podcast. Same thing on IG. Same thing on Facebook. As I always like to say, this shit ain't free. You got something else?
No, that's it, man. That's it, man.
All right, y'all. We out.